done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition? Bone face.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh, bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a butt person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
But that all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, "Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you." She said, "Okay, I think I can take it." So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
How tall does a guy have to be to date you?
6'3", 6'5".
Okay, so how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
Okay.
5'7".
So how tall do you think I am?
5'5".
And how tall are you again?
5'5".
And what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay. Do you have any businesses we could be on the lookout for?
No, just not right now.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. I am not, this is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I know my rights.
Okay. You're under arrest.
You know, this morning he really pissed me off. You know what he did? What? He opened the door for another girl.
She was in a wheelchair.
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am
The things men do are genuinely a mystery to me, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. Can somebody please explain to me why it is such an impossible task for a man to simply pick up his toothbrush and put it in the drawer where it belongs? How hard was that? Because you guys, it's really starting to get to me.
Get this up out of here. Yo. What's up, y'all? It's Cardi West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Let me get to work. What's up, y'all? It's Cardi West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Now, if I'm listening like a runaway slave. Now, if you see me over here glistening like a runaway slave, that's because I just came out the shower, pores all open, you feel me? I just took off the do-rag, you feel me? Because, if I would have came on here, bruh, shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would have been like, oh, he a tether. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really black because my hair be sticking up really weird, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm Spanish or something, so. I try to lay it down as much as possible. You feel me? Because, it's getting close to get another cut, but my shit be sticking up, bro. Like, I should be sticking up like a Shih Tzu. So I got to lay that shit down. So I appreciate y'all patience. You feel me? Your boy just came outside. I was working on my car. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all I was going to be working on my whip. So, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have been messing with this shit all night because y'all know that's my therapy. You feel me? Messing with these cars, kind of a hobby for me on the side. But I had to come in and basically, do my job. This YouTube shit. So shout out to the Righteous Fear and shout out to everybody checking in. Now I do want to give some praise to the chat, of course. We got my boy XL Pro. He comes through. He says, like, share, subscribe. And then he says, we back live. We're going to do it live. All right, y'all. We're going to do it live. He says, Cash App, $Cali, Cali West, 1. Salute. Yeah. JJ Diesel Cowboy Traveler 79 Smith comes through. He says, howdy, Cali West and the chat. I appreciate the Righteous Spirits in here. Yeah. So we can get straight to the show, you feel me? We got about 100 people in attendance, you feel me? YouTube, they be hiding the shit. I see only 6 people, but from what I'm showing on my stream deck, there's at least 100 people watching right now, you know what I'm saying? All over, whether it's X, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on Facebook. I appreciate everybody who's in attendance. Please like, share, and subscribe, to my channel on YouTube. Like, that shit on X, formerly known as Twitter. Like that shit on Facebook. Like that shit on YouTube. Anyway, y'all, here we go. Enough of the BS. So, the topic is Ciara qualified to advise Jim Jones to get married? The answer to me would be a hell no. See, here's the thing. Just because you looked up on a simp doesn't mean that other men are going to follow the same suit. Now, of course, Jim Jones is maybe half a simp because, word on the street is that baby ain't his. I don't know how true that is, but just from what rumors are saying and stuff, that baby, supposedly both babies, is not him.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Yeah, so they've been having some little ongoing little court case that's, I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it's under sealed records or what, but I know that essentially Cameron got involved in the court case, and basically Cameron basically gave some evidence. Y'all can go check that out. There are some people talking about it on YouTube, but yeah. So Jim Jones necessarily marrying, I mean, let's just take, all right, since that's a rumor, not really a fact right now, we'll lay off that for a second. But damn, man, I hate this shit that this camera be going out of focus, man. I need to figure this out this weekend. I might have to go get me one of those ring lights or something, because I don't know why it be going out of focus. It seems like it go out of focus. It has to do with the lighting. Your boy Cali might need some more lights. Sure, how many more lights do I goddamn need? Anyway, enough about all that. I just hate that. I just hate when I get out of focus. That just kills me, bro. See, it's like round, crystal clear now. Crystal clear. So maybe if I don't move my head, it won't change. So anywho, back to what I was saying, man. Like, even was to ignore the rumors about whether he should get tests on all them babies. At the end of the day, if Jim Jones and this Chrissy Lampkin chick have been around for a while and they've been together, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Maybe being married is what's keeping them together. Because maybe when they got married, maybe that's when she's gonna try to use the legal system and I'm just your wife, so I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that. Yo, girlfriends are better than wives. I hate to say this. Once you remove the legal system from, or just don't sign the birth certificate, life is much, much, much better, bro. Now, with that being said, and I think Jim Jones knows that. With that being said, check this out.
Hi. I don't like crap. Come sit down. Oh, come on, because we need this to happen. I'm sorry, because I just really need this to happen. I don't want to get mad at me because I don't know how you feel, but I really need y'all to just go ahead and I'm coming in hot. No. Should I just stay on what I'm on right now? Stay on it. Yeah, go ahead. I'm stay on it because why not? Why not? Like, y'all have lived life in every capacity anyone could live it in. You're living like you've already done it. So let's just seal it properly. Seal it properly. Because you know what? He deserves it. You deserve it. Why not? Like, I look at y'all and I'm like, they're so cute and so fly. Chrissy is so beautiful and so dope. And she holds you down, like, down, down, down. Like, this is a spirit talking through me right here. I'm just saying, like, I saw you and I got excited because I love what you are what you mean to music and what you meant to me coming up. And also when I see y'all, like, from a love perspective, y'all, like, touch so many people. It's time. It's time.
But let me be your flower. Okay. You was here to give me them words of encouragement and words of advice. I really need it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That means so much to me. Oh, you think you're good? Come on, man. Come on, what's up?
Shut up, bitch.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
See? See, that's kind of the problem when people actually get married. People, his thing. People look up and get married, right? And they believe just because they fucked around and got married, right? Or fooled somebody to get married to them, all of a sudden now they want to try to promote marriage. When in reality, Ciara, you got lucky. You know what I'm saying? You found a dude who essentially got with you just to get, just to keep his black card. I mean, let's just be real. People was clowning how he dressed. The dude, not necessarily he's not a hood dude. You feel me? He's a good guy. And not only is he a good guy, but he's kind of a square and kind of an Oreo. You feel me? But guess what? He wanted to get his hood card. He wanted to get his black card. So that's the reason why he hooked up with Ciara. I'm not saying that he don't like Ciara either, because Ciara is a good-looking woman, But at the same time, he himself got with her for his own selfish reasons. Because, hey, he wanted to show his other his teammates that he could be down too. He's so down that he wiped up Ciara. Now, of course, she's a single mother, to Future, to one of the most toxic men. So guess what? We all know toxic men tend to deal with toxic women, or the women that they dealt with become toxic themselves. So for Ciara to come over here and try to, give advice about, oh, it's time. Bitch, who the fuck tells you that you know the time? Oh, it's in your spirits. It's in your spirits. In your spirit. Bitch, was it in your spirit when you fucking got knocked up by Future? Was Jesus with you? Was the spirit with you when you was fucking with Future, even though he was fucking you out of wedlock and got you pregnant out of wedlock, huh? How about that? So why didn't y'all get married then? I wonder why.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Ciara's such a relationship guru. Then why the fuck did she let Future impregnate her? Huh? And why is it that even though Russell Wilson married Ciara, why is it that he's been traded at least twice? Huh? This man has been on 3 teams already. So he went from great to not so great. Basically just living out his contract. But yet now she feels that she is the moral, she has the moral high ground to be coming around giving motherfuckers advice, talk about they need to get married and it's time.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Now, so Supreme B. Oh, damn. We got a few comments. Okay, JJ Diesel says World War III Armageddon has been in progress for a few years, but has escalated as of yesterday. We all know, yes, Israel attacked. Iran with missiles, yet Trump supports Israel. The election had poor choices. I didn't vote. Yo, here's the thing. I wouldn't get so mad about the whole voting thing. Let me ask a question, JJ Diesel. Let's just say you voted Democrat and Kamala would have won. Do you not think that the U.S. would not be supporting Israel? I think we kind of know the answer to that, all right? Yeah, we know the answers to that.
But shh, don't tell nobody.
So that is not just, it's a little bigger than a vote. See, here's the thing. You follow the money in to find, look, if you ever have a question about anything, just follow the money. Now, JJD says, wake up. Okay, so let's go back to the Ciara situation. Now, Supreme B says she needs to mind her own goddamn business. Facts. She really needs to shut the fuck up, really. You feel me?
He ain't lying.
I totally agree with you with that. JJD says never take advice from a damn witch. Facts. XL Pro says 100. Then 17th note says, yeah, Carlton wanted to graduate into the C note, so he went into MacArthur Park, but he did that after Golden Tate smashed that big mouth white broad. So Ciara was a move to get some G points. Facts. Facts. Carlton graduated to C note. Ah, damn. That, you know what? That's clever. That's clever. Because you know what's funny? Because I knew a gangster, I knew a Crip nigga named C note. He was my homie's big homie. That's funny. C note. That's such a generic name because you know how many people call themselves C note. Now, 17-0 says Ciara will leave Russ within 2 years after his official last game. Oh, it's gonna happen. Here's the thing: the streets is too sweet, man. The streets is too sweet. You got Barack Obama's wife, essentially, like, you know how they call it quiet quitting because you're not really quitting, but you're still in the job. Essentially, she's quiet divorcing. Damn, man. Focus, camera. I hate when it does that. I really do. You know that? The hell? See that light be switching? See that? It's like, I guess this camera depends on, I guess, its own internal lighting. So that's why I be like, see the flashing like that? Thanks, Logitech. Count your motherfucking days. Anyway, 17 Nell says there were no good choices and America is ran by by the small hats. Ask Kanye. Now Jay-Z says, I'll be right back. All right, folks. 17th Nell says, and Ciara will do a million podcasts and books trashing him afterwards. Facts. Oh, he didn't let me really be who I was. And you know what's crazy? Russell Wilson's literally letting her be who she is. But yeah, he will be the bad guy. 17 Nell says, don't be surprised if Ciara ends up with YN NBA player after Russell as well. Man, it could definitely happen. Here's the thing, anything's possible. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing her hanging out with Future again. Supreme B says Michelle is just mad Barack out here tearing up some snow bunny cat. Either it's a snow bunny cat or a snowman.
It's an evil world we live in.
Hey, have y'all read his memoirs or have you heard excerpts of my memoirs? But yo, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to talk shit about Barack Obama, but if y'all read his book, he's the one who said it, not me. Yep. He said it. Yep. Yeah, man. 17 else is Barack Obama and Bill Gates getting it in. Hey, there's a possibility of that. Because think about it. A lot of people don't understand too is Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. That was basically an extension of the Obama administration. You know, that was essentially the Obama administration. What we didn't know was Barack Obama basically still was pulling the strings, even with a lot of things that was going on during the presidency of Joe Biden. Ain't that crazy? Crazy. That's because the man was goddamn senile. Now, what's crazy is, so, you know what? Let's just shift gears real quick. Let's shift gears. So, it appears, our next topic is Black woman praise Cardi B and Steffon Diggs. I don't know if y'all been, of course y'all be on social network, but there's been a lot of, they've been doing a lot of showing of the videos of them together and them kissing and all hugging and all loving on each other and stuff like that. There's been a lot of that being shown on social network. Now, with that being said, what I do want to do is, let's talk about that. We're gonna talk about an article that was shared. Now, before I go any further, 17 else says the fact that Obama put that flag on the White House and they had magazines with him labeled as the first gay president. Interesting. I never knew that they actually had articles of that. Says Steffon Diggs is the new future. Oh yeah, he's definitely in the new future. Never compete for your own leftovers. Offset tapping his feet. Got it. Why they do him like that? Yo, why they do him? Why they do him like that? Yeah, I don't know. Them Migos cats never been no big cats. I ain't the biggest ninja in the world, but I'm definitely probably bigger than all them 3 cats, and I'm not even that tall or that buff. Sheesh.
Emotional damage.
Well, no lie. Exercise does help make sex better, man. Especially if you're, strong enough to pick her up. That definitely comes into play. Definitely comes into play. Now, see, y'all gonna be like, oh, Callie, so y'all basing this off of what people are posting on social media? Maybe that's just, another, maybe that's just, some woman's opinion, right? Okay. So if that's the case, then why did Essence decide to make an article about them being, so great and why Black women are rooting for them? Let's find out why, y'all. Check this out. I'm gonna show y'all the article real quick. Op-ed. It says women are rooting for Cardi B and Tiana Taylor because they chose themselves. You hear that? You hear that? Op-ed. It says women are rooting for Cardi B and Tiana Taylor because they chose themselves. You hear that, right? Okay. The reason why I repeated that is because I done had plenty of sisters come on my chat, complain and talk about all Black men want, we want beef with Black women, we hate Black women, we want to hate Black women so bad, and this, blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. This is why Black men, when they get money or they become athletes and get money, they choose non-Black women, because Black women, I hate to say this, but not all Black women, but more than enough Black women to have this conversation are literally feminist agents of the state, bro. Now, 17th and 0 says Offset, she just run through them ATL strippers and call it a day. And the Migos ninjas were all 3 slim and short. Says most bars these days are Cardi B and Tiana Taylor, no matter how they appear or what they say. Facts. And women are all on a spectrum, of course, y'all. So even though a woman might look like a good God-fearing church type, wearing cardigan sweaters and stuff, and looking all cutesy, man, these bitches still be sucking dick, bro. They still be fucking sucking dick in the parking lots, bro. Don't let them cardigans, don't let them caramel frappe drinking ass bitches fool you, bro. Now, anyway, let's go back to this article. So, boom, it says, listen to this. Both stars walked away from toxic love towards something that looks like joy. As a therapist, I understand why that choice means so much to many of us. Interesting. So who's us?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Yo, oh my God.
This is a sick Negro.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So I read who wrote this. By Ebony Davis. Okay. See? Hey, sisters do not, I'm telling y'all, sisters do not be fucking with y'all. I keep my leg. It don't matter what, look, Dr. Umar be trying to marry y'all up, man. He would try to marry up, he would try to marry up baby mamas with Black men, and guess what? They literally give Black men ass to kiss. Because, it could be argued that, Offset cheated on Cardi B. But my argument would be, well, Cardi B still chose that man. She still chose to have 3 children with that man. And while she was pregnant with her 3rd child, she actually was sleeping with Steffon Diggs. A lot of women like to hide that fact that he basically found out that she was basically sleeping with old boy while she was fucking pregnant, while she was still pregnant before she even dropped that baby. She was still sleeping with that man. Now listen to this. So the article says what began as a quiet exit from a toxic relationship quickly became public conversation, igniting thousands of reactions across social media. On August 1st, 2024, Cardi B posted a picture of herself in a studded red gown, curling her growing belly with a city skyline behind her. The moment marked her third pregnancy announcement, but more than that, it felt like a declaration because it was one. With every ending comes a new beginning. As she prepared to bring a new life into the world, she also seemed to be closing a chapter. Listen to this. Many fans took this as a sign she was ready to move forward with a divorce from rapper Offset and begin a healthier, more grounded life for herself and her children. Hey, have y'all seen the videos and have y'all seen the pictures of when they're in Puerto Rico and they're and her and Steffi Diggs was chilling? Did y'all see videos? Did y'all see the videos of Cardi B and old boy in Puerto Rico? And here's another thing too. I don't even really know why Cardi B, well, I know why she was broke up with Offset. She was broke up with Offset because she was bored of him. Because the truth is the fact that, like, yeah, Steffon Diggs might be rocking with her, but you think he's gonna be faithful to her, bro? I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. I mean, based off what we seen at on that damn yacht. Let's see here, Puerto Rico. Let's see here. Now, I mean, when he was showing off this, what was this, that white? Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's see here. Damn. I'm trying to pull up the video of when they were at Puerto Rico. But I'm just saying, like, let's just be real, y'all. Look, I hate to say this, y'all. Black women do not like black men because she's villainizing this dude. When has she not been safe? It says a healthier, begin a healthier, more grounded life for herself and her children, more grounded. So her going to Puerto Rico, being on a boat with a bunch of other hoes and her new man who has pink cocaine in his pocket, that's more grounded. Okay. Right.
This is a sick Negro.
Now, let's see here. Damn, y'all wrote a lot. 17 the note says serious relationships are through today. Situations that you do not take serious is the only way. Facts. They even get pregnant by bears. LOL. Right. They seek the dragon that they need to slay. Says Dr. Umar didn't marry either of his Black Queen's baby mamas. Facts. But, it's all a cash grab. Dr. Umar is a businessman. 17th and 0 says no matter how the relationship goes with a black man and what they do to a black man, we are toxic and a villain, no matter what. And here's another thing. I'll just kind of say, like, if a dude was always a cheater, you can't expect him to stop cheating. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, if someone shows you who they are, I mean, what else are you supposed to do? I mean, they say insanity is, doing the same exact thing and expecting different results. But okay. I'm telling you, this flash is killing me. Now, said no, she broke up with Offset because that Migos fame and money is drying up. And you know what's so crazy too? Because I heard a lot of people say she was carrying Migos on her back. And I can honestly say that we kind of know that Cardi B has had a little bit more success than the Migos. But I'll put an argument here. I would argue that she became an overnight sensation literally just on the fact that she was already connected to Offset and Amigos. So tell me, someone prove me wrong. But I believe her career blew up even more the fact that she was associated with Offset. To the point that she even bringing up the nigga's name on the songs. He never brought up her name in songs, but she brought up his name in songs before she even had a baby. Now, Jay-Z says you can't keep a good man down. And then something else, I did just see that video in them in Puerto Rico with her twerking and Steffon smoking that ass. Smacking that ass. Yep. But, you know, see, here's the thing. Black women, they like to praise puppy love and new relationships. You know, they don't believe in, see, here's the thing. The thing is, Black women, they have been trained to believe Black men are disposable. You know, from the civil rights, from all the way up to the civil rights bill. When they were able to get welfare from the system, they figured, okay, well, now I don't have to work. All I have to do now is just sit around, eat bonbons, and get fucked all day. And any man who ain't willing to listen to me, this ain't his house anyway. This is my house, even though it's fucking Section 8. And guess what? When they get sick of a man, just replace a man. Because guess what? As far as they know, they don't need no man, right? This is why Black men don't even get married. What's the point of get? Look, here's the thing. What's the point of getting married if your wife's going to divorce you anyway? Huh? Tell me that. Now, 17 notes says Keke Palmer's baby daddy is the bad guy. Offset is the bad guy. And Marsha Clark is the bad guy. Name one ninja that a Black woman breaks up with, and that ain't the bad guy or toxic. Facts. Look, facts. And the truth is, the reason why, and I'm gonna say this, the reason why sisters ain't holding them accountable is because guess what? They bask in the toxic behavior. Black women truly believe that, you know, they're justified for wanting to break up with a man for regardless of any reason. That's the truth. The truth is, it doesn't matter what the reason is. It's kind of like even when it comes to, you know, a Black man and his kids, you know. There's been this video that I've been showing the last few days, and it touches on that. It touches on the fact that, you know, that essentially, you know, Black men have been essentially just compartmentalized as, you know, as just, you know, the man who's supposed to shut up and just pay the child support, you know, just pay the child support, just the child support. And, you know, the Black, you know, the mom, she's the one who could designate who's the hero and who's the, you know, who should be given love. Check this out. I showed this a few times.
Sorry and wasn't around. You don't get the privilege of walking me down the aisle. That is a hold on. He wasn't there. I'm sorry. If you don't raise your kids and you're not there, you sorry. You a sorry. That's what you are. You understand? So if you are not there and you got a relationship 2 or 3 years ago, cool. He should be a part of it. He should be there. But I think if you were so set in wanting him to walk you down the aisle, cool. Let that be your choice. Sit in it. Be comfortable with it. And be okay with your mama not being there. That it is what it is. Like, we're making a whole bunch of excuses. You're an adult. You're getting married. You want your daddy to walk you down the aisle? Let him do it. But it's to the expense of your mother not being there. She's entitled to her feelings. She's entitled to being hurt after she done moved mountains and did X, Y, and Z for you. Period.
Could the father say the same thing?
What mountains did he move when he wasn't there?
You don't know why he wasn't there.
I
The
think
mother might not
everybody's
have been
entitled
there.
to how
We
they
don't
feel,
need
but
to
still,
know.
she needs
You
to
never
make a
did.
decision.
We don't need to
Don't
know.
based off what she wants.
You're right. The eye-opening fact is this: she still wants her father there, which means whatever her mother has done wasn't enough. Which
Nah,
means
that's not what it
whoever-
means.
What do you mean? Whoever her mother is to her.
Yo, you see how the woman will quickly to dismiss that? You know what? I'm gonna have to really show us that video, and we're truly gonna have to really review that. We're really gonna have to review that video for real, because it kind of brings up the point. Like, it kind of brings up the point, right? Like, they can claim that, oh, we're the bad guy. We did this, we did that, and he wasn't. The dad wasn't there. But why wasn't he there? Like, that's the bigger question. The bigger question would be, why wasn't he there? Other than he just left. Like, for example, I have an ex who essentially, she has an older son, and he's an adult now and stuff like that. And I guess he asked questions about his dad because he doesn't know much about his dad. And she essentially said that she told him that he left, and she said that he didn't ask her any other questions about it. But I just kind of feel like that's a little lame. Like, he left. He left. Explain, how did he leave? Y'all was loving together. Y'all was in the house together, holding hands, and then one day he said he was gonna get stickers and never came back. Or did he sleep with another woman's husband? And it's not that he never left. He was never there to begin with. Like, which one is it? But she just told me he left. But at this point, I didn't even press her because I just know she's full of shit. I know she's full of shit. So I didn't really need to hear her bullshit as excuse because I know this chick for a while. I seen how she lived her life. So yeah. But now with that being said, 17 Nell says as soon as Cardi B leaves Steffon Diggs, he said as soon as Steffon Diggs leaves Cardi B, he will be considered toxic and the bad guy. And he says, and to your last point about marriage, this is exactly why I will never get married or take a relationship serious again. They see ninjas as a commodity to use to ensure her success. Facts. 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 Because guess what? Are these women being praised for getting with better men? No, they're just getting praised for just choosing themselves. The Black community is a shit show. They complain about police brutality. They complain about Trump taking, Section 8 benefits. They complain about, how, there are lack of leaders. There's no leaders in the Black community. Yet Black women, instead of focusing on important things like maybe keeping the man that you're with, and instead of trading him in for a government anxiety, no, they want to focus on their own selfish desires. And if you look at Black women's statistics on being married, it's dismal. Dismal. It's dismal. But yet they still want to go take stupid ass advice. JJ Diesel says, ask the bears to help pay them bills and pay attention. Facts. He then also says, any ninja that, 17 else says, any ninja that will get with that bitch in the white hat deserves all the misery that he gets while being with her. That is miserable. That is a miserable, bitter, angry, hostile, bad-tempered bitch. Facts. You can tell she is. And that was not even a hypothetical discussion. Even though that was a hypothetical discussion, her response came from the heart because that's what she's currently going through right now. Like, see, she didn't say it, but in her heart, she kind of knows that her daughter might be cool with the dad, but if she ever get married, she better not have that nigga walk her down the aisle. Yo, I hate to say this, but most Black women are carrying out white supremacy, because to the point that sisters, I ain't gonna just make this a Black thing, but it does gonna go along with Black people. You know, because some people could say, well, white women feel the same way about their kids towards their men too. But guess what? Whenever the hood got a flu, the white community has a cold. With that being said, you know, when slave masters used to convince black women to have as many babies as they can, up to I think 8 or 9, to gain their freedom, they didn't ask the man who laid the seed in her. They asked the woman. From there, she believed that she owned them kids. If you listen to them talk, even they could be talking to the father of the child, and she'll say, "You're not going to take my kids." 17 then says, "Never get married again." 17 then says, "You as a ninja in the black community is always seen as last and disposable." Facts. Shady Diesel, Cowboy Traveler, 79 Splinters, Isaiah 3:16 to 26, 13:12 through 17 is already in progress. 17 then says that is literally her on every show that have her on for the last 4 years. She must be one of those chicks who be on that little show with when they be having a panel and it was like in a group, right? But that vitriol. But when Buddy said to her, well, obviously, you know, if you were like the best parent and he still wanted to hit, you know, she still wants her father around, obviously the mom wasn't enough, aka the mom wasn't shit, you know, and maybe the only reason why the daughter was, like I said the other day, probably the only reason why her daughter will probably be able to get married is because she finally gets to see what a man is, and maybe she would get some insight from a man who cares for her, other than trying to be up in her poom poom. Because see, that's the beauty thing. See, that's the beautiful thing about having a father and a sibling, a father. Even though a sibling can relate and give his sister good advice, nothing like a father's protection or a father's word, man. Now, 17 says, I don't care if she was butt naked with the biggest ass and titties. I don't care if she's twerking like Cooking Wakaya and Ciara. I wouldn't have none of that white bitch, white hat bitch. Yeah, because that bitch is evil, man. Like, that's why I was like, you know, can he say the same? You know? And she said, well, what mountains did he move? Shit, he could have been trying to move through the mountains of the child support court. See, the thing is, they're gonna suppress the truth just to make themselves look good. Why? Because the truth is really gonna make them look bad. Now, JJ Dill says that's true because witches don't even care about their own kids. I'm glad to see I don't have any kids, but such bottom-feeding demons in the flesh. 17th and says her daughter is gonna be the rainbow spectrum. Hey, it happens. It happens, unfortunately. It happens. More often than we wish that it did. Think about it. Why do you think here's the thing, not that many black people are gay, but just think about the ones who go LGBT. They're usually always ones with either a matriarchal mother or no father. Like, for example, when Magic Johnson's son came out all like that, man, I don't know. To me, I feel like Magic Johnson was already always in the closet. That's the reason why he probably ended up getting sick in the first place. Let's just keep it a buck, man. Like, because we kind of knew that was kind of like, a matter of fact, that was one of the things that Dr. Fauci hid from the general population. Was they were saying the biggest way to get AIDS and HIV was if you were in non-heterosexual relationships. And guess what? They decided to leave that out because they say that it's more susceptible when you're in a homosexual relationship versus when you're in a heterosexual relationship to get that. And they say that women, and I guess the reason why the general population was even at risk of even HIV or AIDS is because these women, were claiming that these men were down low. But see, now we're in the 21st century, so we know everything now. We know that these quote unquote straight black women who always support the LGBT are the same chicks who are willingly having sex with these gay men. 17 says she is the one that will poison you, get you thrown in jail, or hire someone to harm you. Facts. Facts. Yo, they don't deal with men who support their dysfunction. Truly. They truly do. Like, for example, they're quick to call a black man gay, but guess what? They end up like, what's that girl's name? This chick here.
Y'all, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you have to master the power of saying no. What's my favorite word? No! Why you gotta say it like that? Cause I don't want to do it. No is a complete sentence all by itself. What it is mastering how to tell the truth in love. That every time you say yes, when you really intend and feel like in your soul you want to say no, then you're betraying yourself in order to be of service to somebody else. And Understand what I'm saying? It's not about being mean and it's not about being selfish. It is just about serving yourself. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be available. Oh, Friday? I don't think I can do it. No, not this time. Maybe try me next time, but this time I'm not going to be able to do it. I wish I could, but I can't. It's a no for me, dog. Well, that might be a little aggressive, but you get it. Get into that. Find your no today and be all right with it. Okay. Talk to y'all later.
Now, yo. Now, Niecy Nash. I just think that she was very good looking. She's still actually pretty good looking. But guess what? You see all that attitude? I mean, because guess what? You do have to have set boundaries and know how to say no. But do you see how she had to kind of go about it? She even caught herself and said, "Oh, let me stop being so aggressive." Go figure why she ended up not getting married to a black man. She ended up getting married to a black woman. But yet, all black men, who don't believe that the black woman is God, is gay though. 17, you said I used to love Magic as a player. Back when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s, but I finally had to accept that Magic was a patron of the Blue Oyster. Bruh, yo, how is it that the whole thing was in front of me? And I just, like, bruh, I fell into that trap, bruh. Let me read the rest of this, okay. I used to love Magic as a player, but when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s, I had to finally accept that Magic was a patron of the Blue Oyster. His mannerisms even pointed to that. Facts. Hey, man, bruh. Man, 17 no. Yo. Yo, you know what? You know the Blue Oyster is gonna end up being part of the show, right? I'm gonna have to add the Reading Rainbow to that video, bro. That's definitely gonna have to be part of the show, bro. When we talk about this, we definitely bring the Blue Oyster, bro. Hey, for everyone who don't know who the Blue Oyster is, we're gonna show that shit right now, man. It's only a short clip, so here we go. Is that the right thing? Oh no, it's not. Bruh. Damn, man. Yo, because they didn't even know what the Blue Oyster is, bro. Hold up. Yeah, dog. Magic Johnson was definitely a patron of the Blue Oyster, G. For sure, G. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I used to go to his Magic Johnson theater too. Man, if I knew his son was gonna come out like that, bruh, I would have never went to that theater. Then gave the booty bandit my money, man. 17th and L says Niecy Nash, before she went gay, she was with her husband talking about a BJ day would make her husband stay. What? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. No lie. Real talk though. I ain't look. No cap. I think sex with her would be amazing, bro. Like, yo, no lie. That head was probably amazing. But you know what? Her attitude was probably worse. But no lie, yo, that sex was probably good though. It was like, look, it was good enough to marry, but not good enough to say. You know, it'd be like that. It'd be like that, you know. And shit, after a while, he finally woke up. He finally woke up. It'd be like that.
Emotional damage.
And what's crazy is the reason why he probably finally woke up is because she probably started giving on them BJs. One of them big ass, juicy ass lips. Start giving him that head. Shit. You know what I'm saying? The blood ran back to his bigger head, you know what I'm saying, to his brain, and he was able to fucking bounce up out of there or something. Or maybe she dumped him and couldn't level up. So she had to go, you know, and get a fish fillet. You know, she went to check this out. She went to McDonald's. She was going to get a quarter pounder, but, you know, they didn't have any quarter pounders available for her. So she left the drive-thru with a fish fillet. The JZD says, well, if I decide to stay single for the rest of my life, then I'll be considered as selfish. Idiots can't comprehend compared to the free will or freedom of choice. Harlots are unclean in every way. Facts. JZD says, God Almighty, all yeah is good, but also a man of war. I'm the same way. Miami Man comes through and says, yo, salute to Miami Man and the free Asian lifestyle. 17th and L says, Niecy Nash really disappointed me. I just think she was kind of sexy. I used to have a fine ass coworker that looked and sounded just like her. I ain't gonna lie, man. Niecy Nash, look, I gotta be honestly say, like, yeah, you know, she might be on the thick side or whatever, but I kind of say for a thick woman, her ass looks good. Like, I used to like her on Reno 911. And Reno 911. And listen, right here, she actually lost weight, but in Reno 911, she was still sexy with them big ass, juicy ass lips. Like, I can honestly say her lips is probably her best attribute other than that fat ass and them big ass titties. Like, you know, she was like that chick that, you know, she was like that chick that old boy was, that I think, I forgot his name. The dude from Boys in the Hood was describing big country booty, big country titties. That's definitely Niecy Nash. Miami Man says, happy Friday. He says, sup for the weekend, nigga. What's up for the weekend, nigga? Shit, man. You know, just, you know, out here making content. I will be on tomorrow night. I will be on Sunday night. You feel me? Gotta, you know what I'm saying? Gotta, you know, keep up with the job, you know, on YouTube. You know. Just, you know, keep on grinding and digging, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta keep on, you know, life is like a woman, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep on digging. You gotta keep on digging to get your chicken bag up. Yeah. And I really appreciate y'all tuning in too on this Friday night. Like, let me ask a question. There must be something that we're missing. Like, there must be a game on or something. Something is on to the point that not many people are viewing tonight, but that's okay. I really appreciate the replay gang anyway. Now, Miami Man said, look at Magic's kid, pooter intruder. But here's the thing. His son ain't even a pooter intruder. His son is getting his pooter intruded. That's the coldest part. It was just like,
This is a sick Negro.
Like, dude, he's getting his shit instead of fudge packing. He's getting his fudge packed. Pause.
This is a sick Negro.
17th and 0 says JJ Diesel's Traveler 79 Smith. He said, you're right about what you said. He also says, look at them lips, and I think she would be the beast in bed. Yeah. Yo. I don't know if she got kids, but sex with her is definitely amazing because it's all jiggling in the right spots. He said, then she started talking. Right. Then JJ Diesel says, I've learned so many things from experience, and I learned from other people. I thank God Almighty God for the truth. I'm still learning at 17th and 0. And then 17th and 0 says, Cowboy, he says, to be real, I have been contemplating staying single since for the rest of my life too. 17th and 0 says, Cowboy, Spence, judging from the 79 in your name, you're probably the same age, and I've seen some of the things. Right. We're in the 45 club. You know what I'm saying? The 45 Live Club. You know what I'm saying? We all 45. Shit, I think Alexa Crow might be 45 too. Shit, I think everybody down there like 45. For some reason, everybody was on the cusp of the 80s. 17 Mel says, I was trying to stay single. Right. So yeah, man. So at the end of the day, I don't even know how we even got here, you know, because for the most part, the main events is about done. We'd already said what we had to say about Cardi B's situation. I mean, yeah, you know, I already read that Essence is essentially declaring that, you know, Cardi B, her whole relationship, you know, is because she chose herself. But I mean, what does she really think that she's gonna get married to that dude? And Tiana Taylor, she literally divorced Great Iman Shreveport, and they're now like praising her too because she's with this new dude. Unfortunately, the Black community does not praise, you know, keeping relationships for better or for worse. They're just, like I said, Black men are just so disposable in the hood, and then they wonder why Black men, if we're gonna be disposable anyway, might as well give another race a chance, right? But you know, that's a whole another story in itself. What else I got for y'all boys? 17 says, yeah, Cali West. He says, Nicey Nash got it in all the right places, going back to Week 911. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I ain't lie. You know, like, you know, some people just good looking women, but she's definitely got a nice shape. Now, like, y'all, for real, do y'all really want to be married?
What?
Yo, do y'all really want to be married, bro?
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Because no disrespect, I mean, I'm not saying that brother, you know, I'm not saying that he didn't need a little bit of a, look, I can honestly say, nah, I take that back. You know, not, you know, Buddy, he could still be pulling bitches. But look at his woman. I don't know. I mean, I guess he maybe he happy with her, but I don't know, man. That's another reason why I'm kind of glad I didn't get married too, because, man, I don't want my shit getting all old and stuff. I mean, even if I'm old, I don't want to be with her old ass. Because, see, she can't even let me even get a little eye candy, a little spank bank material. You know what I'm saying? She want a nice house, but she don't want the chick with the nice booty to show me the nice house. Yo, that's so disrespectful, bro.
You don't find that suspicious? 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 You don't find that suspicious?
JJ Diesel says, these are truly the last days. World War III and Armageddon is the same war. That's just disaster have sharply increased. I'm tired of the wicked people in general, but especially those bottom-feeding ones at 17th and L. So even the married Jada Pinkett, Ciara, and Gabriel Union are choosing themselves. These ninjas that they married to are just as dumb, are too dumb, are just too dumb to leave. Facts. You know, Russell Wilson, he doesn't really have much relationships. That's kind of why he kind of got dogged out by it. Well, I mean, not that he could really prevent him getting dogged out by his wife, but he doesn't have much luck with women. That's why he got with Use a Bad Ciara. Because she's been married and she's still showing her ass cheeks. 17 said that's real. And then 17 said, I'm trying looking for a truly virtuous woman in the midst of poor options as season spreading like wildfires. It's not a new one. It's a new one that eats people inside out, said 17th and L. Sheesh.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
All right. So let's see what other things I got up.
Deserve everything. Free.
Oh, so they ask a bunch of women at some award show or some little black congregation, what do black women deserve? Here we go.
Deserve everything. Freedom from solving all of your problems. Oh my God. Respect. Every doggone thing.
Smile and sleep.
More grace.
Credit.
Happy life.
Wealth, prosperity, and love.
Love that is filled with reciprocity. Everything. 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 Black women deserve it all. It all.
Yo, did Ciara Mari have the audacity to say that she wanted love with reciprocity, even though she dumped her ex-boyfriend to be part of the streets?
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Yo, these bitches are insane, bro. But look at the demeanor, bro. Like, yo, with all due respect, y'all bitches don't deserve shit. It's not that, you know, there are not black women who don't deserve anything. I believe the black women who have earned it deserve it. And I'll be honest with you, maybe other than that old lady, and I still don't know. You know, I'm just trying to be nice. You know, no, I take that back. The old lady, especially the old lady, don't deserve shit. Because if she did, she'll be with her motherfucking husband. Now, let's review this.
Black women deserve everything. Free.
Yo, with a face like that, does she deserve anything? Y'all, does she truly deserve anything?
Nope.
Nah, girl. Nah, girl. You don't deserve shit. You got a nice complexion, though, but that's about it. You know, that's about it. But, yeah. Oh, and some big-ass titties. But you look like my homie Kwame.
Black women deserve everything. Freedom.
Freedom. Freedom from what, you say? Freedom from what? Oh, from listening to a man. Oh, okay. I'm listening.
From solving all of your problems.
Have y'all seen the black community? Have y'all seen the black community? What problems are she solving? It's to the point that her homegirls, they didn't even expect her to even say that because they know that's a bold ass face lie. Look.
Oh my God. Respect.
Look. Yo, they know damn well that is a motherfucking goddamn lie. Look. Look at him.
Oh my God. Problems. Oh my God.
Look at him.
From solving all of your problems. Oh my God. Respect.
They don't even believe that shit in themselves. Respect. Why is she smiling like that, bruh? What the fuck is wrong with this bitch, bruh?
Emotional damage.
And look at the energy, bruh. This is not positive. This is not positive, dainty, oh, I'm a loving, wholesome woman energy. I'm not feeling any of this energy, bruh. Dude, I got more pleasant, welcoming energy from some pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? Shit. From a stranger's pit bull. Okay? A pit bull that ain't never seen me in my life. I probably got better energy from than these chicks right here, bro.
Every doggone thing.
Every doggone thing. Every doggone thing. And yo, is that his woman? That's not his woman. That lady is as old enough to be his mama. Who is that woman? That must be his mama. Really, Ninja? You had the award show with your moms, bro? With your moms, bro? And did you hear his answer, too?
To smile and sleep.
More grace.
Credit.
Happy life.
Wealth.
Look. Look at his mama, or whoever this chick is. Why is she not smiling and kind of like praising him and kind of like saluting him? Look, it's almost like, nigga, you better say that. Look.
Prosperity and love.
Love that is filled with reciprocity.
Did he hear what's her name? Taja P. Henson got to say?
Everything. 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 Black women deserve it all. It all. Black women deserve.
Bruh. All nothing but feminist, communist ideals, bruh.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Man. Yo, our people are for real like communists, bro. Now, they said that right there has definitely scared me. Talk about the STDs. Miami said, I have known more men destroyed by the desire to have a wife, child, and keep them in comfort than I've seen destroyed by drinks and harlots. William Butler Yeats. And 17 else says, Miami, man, that's real. Hey, wise words being spoken. JJ Diesel says, my friend, please read Eclades 726 and 728, Matthew 7:6, 24 1-20, Revelations 2:20-23 at 17th and L. Let's see here. 17th and L says, he said, I saw that video months ago about black women deserve everything just for being black women nauseates me. Nobody deserves anything just for existing. Facts. I don't say that. Look, here's the thing. No. Women do not deserve everything just because they're black women. No. I do believe that, black women are able to earn this love, earn this respect, earn this love or reciprocity that they need. But guess what? They have to put their best foot forward. We're not just going to give it to you just because you're a black woman. That would be dumb. Here's the thing. Do y'all give black men these same things that y'all asking for? Respect, love, with reciprocity. Do y'all give these to black men just off of willy-nilly just because they say that they're black men?
Nope.
We know damn well y'all don't. As a matter of fact, y'all give black men a hard time. And as a matter of fact, if a bottom shelf Brad come with the same shit, just the fact that he's bottom shelf Brad, he getting, y'all getting with him. Y'all gonna give him a shot. Clean him up and make him be your man.
Some of y'all say he go too hard. It ain't that bad. Oh, yes, it is. Now you see. You have cooned so bad that they damn near need to put your face in the dictionary next to the word coon.
I'm going to hospitalize you coons because I care about you. The Dr. Papa Mental Health Hospital for coons.
Now, yo, 17 now says, yeah, this world is living in a nightmare. Hey, you know, it is what it is, man. 17 now says they have the most freedom in this country. Facts. 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 Now, Miami Man says Corinthians 1:27, but God shows what it is a foolish. Well, he says Corinthians 1:27. He says, but God shows what is foolish in the world to shame the wise. Salute. Jesus says Isaiah 3:16 to 26 and 13:12 to 17 is being fulfilled before our eyes at 17th and 0. Then 17 now says Kenny Barres is one of the ugly escape BS that Biggie Smalls said he would rather smash RuPaul instead. Right. 17 now then says, and they will be single and getting ran through and paying for D for the rest of their lives, like Whoopi Goldberg and Shawnee O'Neal. Oh shit! Right, because I'm sure that Shawnee O'Neal got more money than her husband, the dude that she's with. Jay-Z Diesel Cardboard Traveler says most females have to learn the hard truth, the hard way. Most of the time, by then it is too late. Facts. 17 says you earn what you put in this life. Agreed. He says no, they don't. As a matter of fact, no matter what we do for them, their default is ninjas ain't ish. Facts. Hey, y'all see me make videos about Savannah James disrespecting LeBron James, Jada Pinkett disrespecting Will Smith. I done made plenty of videos of sisters disrespecting brothers. So, I mean, and it's to the point that you could be LeBron James and she can still disrespect you on camera. She can still, expose your relationship on her podcast, all types of shit. And people actually praise her. But yep, but his thing is like to be with a black woman nowadays, especially in modern days. So since the 60s, you had to set some type of take some type of attitude because she's black. People take her attitude just because she's black. I mean, and they try to indoctrinate you. Hey, look, and it's funny too because they wanted to indoctrinate you with this by showing you that show Everybody Hates Chris. Even though I definitely liked Everybody Hates Chris, what I didn't like was the fact that the daughter, well, his sister, Chris's sister, and the mother were essentially sapphires. And that was glorified and accepted to the point that when that one episode Chris stood up to his mama, and she essentially wanted to kick his ass out, then the dad basically accepted in. He basically made them make up, but it was only after they essentially made Chris apologize first. We're gonna break down that one day. Now, JJD say, yeah, sometimes the God Almighty God bless you with just cause He loves you. I'm living proof of that. So, are you, fam? Shawnee O'Neal was paying a SoundCloud rapper 50 G's to jam and ran her right before she married the preacher. Woo! Really? Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to look that up and discuss it. Yeah, that bitch is evil. Because as soon as she ran out of that child support, she was quick to admit that she never loved Shaquille O'Neal in the first place.
This is a sick Negro.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
And you know what? Sir, Shaquille O'Neal right, because she was already a baby mama. But you know what? Here's the thing. Man, just because our moms is a single mother or because our mom's a crackhead does not mean we should be marrying single mothers and crackheads. Yes, I said crackheads. Why? Because I feel like someone who's a crackhead is almost just as bad as someone choosing single motherhood as their first choice in life. Because most people would not encourage you to marry a crackhead, right? So why are people encouraging you to be with a single mother? Why are people encouraged to basically play someone else's video game that was played halfway and given to them at the end? 17 and 0 said, though, also, I love Everybody Hates Chris, that woman in the Black household game back to That's My Mama and what's happening back in the 70s. Right. Well, here's the thing. There's a reason why they say back to your regular scheduled programming. That's subliminally put in your mind, and that's what's supposed to be what's going on. Here's the thing. Like Black culture, or what y'all see of Black culture, do you know is actually based off what we see on TV? Like, if you look back in the day of old films of Black people didn't even really talk like a certain way that they show on TV. But guess what? They made it public to act a certain way and to carry on and have certain attitudes and stuff like that. And guess what? You know who made a lot of those programs? Ask Kanye. 17th and 0 said Shaq took Shawnee from one of his business partners who she was married to. So I don't feel bad for Shaq at all. We talk about what's his name? CB3? Yeah, hold up. Look. Yeah, because he was a basketball player. I forgot his real name. Shawnee O'Neal. Let's see here. Because she was married to two people. She was originally married to, or was she just dating somebody? But she had a baby. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, because look. Because guess what? One of those kids ain't his. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's see here. Shawnee O'Neal. Let's see here. Shawnee O'Neal. And let's see here. Miles. See, let's see who comes up as Miles' father. Okay, it says Miles' biological father is not publicly known. All right, let's see. Who was Shawnee O'Neal dating before Shaq? Dating history. Right. All right, we're going to get down to this. Yeah, because she was dating somebody before that. Let's see here. Oh, nah. See, they hit it. See, his thing. Sometimes they scrub some of this stuff, man. I forgot who she was. Man. Wasn't she dating CB3 or something like that, man? Damn. Oh, no. I forgot who it was. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. Now, 17 else says, I never let movies, TV, or music direct my life. You know what? I agree with you, but it might have affected it subconsciously, you might not even realize it. I mean, you know, I kind of believe, I held your sentiment too, but you'd be so surprised what has seeped in subliminally. Now 17 says she wish, and then Miami says they say they love a team sport. Shawnee played point guard and Shaq played himself. Sheesh. Now Shawnee was leading the pick and roll offense and 3-and-D player. Shit. She was smacking Shaq and the time Miles was born. I'm just saying. Goddamn. But I'm quite sure that she got knocked up by like another NBA player or something like that. But for some reason, you know, they wasn't doing they wasn't doing paternity tests like that, even back then. That whole paternity test, that's within the last 20 years, I think. But yeah. Yeah. Shit crazy. Shit crazy. Now, what else I got for y'all? Because I'm about to cut off soon. What else I got for y'all that I wanted to share? You know, I like to come and show y'all something. Let's see here. Let me check my trick bag. I know I got a lot of things in my trick bag. Now, this just goes to show how monetized the data market is. Shout out to CGA.
Oh my God, bro, I can't stand when a nigga be like, oh, let's go on a date. Let me take you out to eat. I don't want to go eat. I don't want you to take me out to eat. Let's go shopping. How about that? Take me out shopping. Then we go home and I'll cook for you. You feel me? But if you take me out to eat, after that meal, I want to go home, lay down, and go to sleep. No. Spend that money on me. On some clothes that I'm going to wear. Because respectfully, you take me out to eat. After we done eating, it's like, okay, wow, the food is gone. Now, if you take me out shopping, when I put that shirt on, I'll be like, damn, like, this nigga really bought this shirt for me. When I put those pants on, I'll be like, damn, like, these niggas got me these pants. Long-lasting shit. I don't want to go eat. I gotta go cook. After I'm done eating, I forget about you.
Well, I'll say this much. I mean, I could say the usual, but I'll just give her a...
Shut up, bitch.
The flip side to that is that that's only partially true. Buy you a shirt and buy you pants. From where, though? From Dior? Where am I buying you, you know what I'm saying, a shirt and pants from? But at the same time, with that being said, look here. I got about a couple $100 and I want to have a good time. Other than that,
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
and another thing is too, I was born at night, but not last night. I know you know damn well when I go buy you them damn pants and I'll buy you them damn, you know, shoes or buy you the damn shirt that you want or whatever, right? And run up a check, right? Run up the check. You're gonna pass by those smelling good food stores, and you're not gonna want to eat nothing. You're not gonna want Cinnabon. You're not gonna want, you know what I'm saying, something to eat real quick because you've been walking around the mall and you're so tired and hungry. Ain't gonna fucking fall asleep before I get the boom boom anyway. So I might as well beat them guts up. Slide through. I beat them guts up. I give you a few dollars. Send you on your way. I already know that trick already. I already know that trick already.
This is a sick Negro.
What can I say? What else we got? Oh, Charleston White. He talk about breaking the bread right here too. Check it. Hold up. Wait. Hold on.
Do you care about?
Hold up. JJD says Proverbs 11:22 says a beautiful woman lacking the modesty and discretion is like a fine gold ring in a pig's snout. Then 17 Danelle said this link was about the video of Shani and Neil paying rapper Luke Cannon. What you sent it to me on IG or something? You sent it on what you sent on Instagram? How you sent it? How did you send it? Because you know what? I wouldn't mind playing that shit. But for the moment, we're just hanging out. It's Friday. You know, this I ain't gonna lie. When I do this shows, especially on Friday, I do it for you. Yes. You know, it's Miami. Yeah, I could be out having fun and stuff. You know, but once again, you know, I gotta work. And then two, you know, this is work. And then two, this is Miami. Shit, I could do this podcast, still get up and still have something to go do. That's the thing about Miami life. Shit, might not even do anything. Might do this live stream, you know what I'm saying? Talk shit with y'all, take my ass to sleep, work on my car in the morning. Because I got the weekend off. You feel me? So I got more than enough time to fuck around and take my time with my car and mess around. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised I didn't, you know, go out tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know, in them streets. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, nobody from the crew hit me up. Plus, I think other people I know, I think they all working on their cars too. Because people were trying to borrow, they're trying to borrow tools. And I don't know about y'all, but, you know, I don't really like borrowing I don't like lending out my tools. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe to my bro, but shit, if anything, my bro, he used to let me borrow tools. Shit. Man, shit, I didn't even borrow his tools either. Shit, you know what I'm saying? You're a man, you're supposed to have your own tools. Miami man says you can't blame Shaq. The man's too tall when he can't see the red flags from that high up. Shawnee snuck her way into that bag. That, and also too, remember too, you gotta understand Shaq's history. Shaq was raised by another man, his stepfather, who he loved and adored. And, you know, rightfully so. Like, you know, it's kind of beautiful to see that, you know, it's kind of beautiful to see that a man appreciated his stepmother so much that he became a stepfather. Like, even though, you know, I call Shaq a simp, you know, I feel that he could be very simpish. I have to commend that he at least, I might not agree with his morals, but guess what? He at least has morals, you know what I'm saying? So that's a lot to say, you know? He has his own, you know, even though I didn't like how he was booty bumping Kevin Hart, bruh, in that show. When he was kind of like, you know, when he was, I think he was a police officer and he was kind of hitting him from the back, bruh, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like that was Shaquille O'Neal's way of kissing the nanny goat, bruh. Because, like, you know, why a black man just can't be on TV and just want to be on TV? Why does he have to do something that's kind of like, you know, suspect? For real suspect. Now, see, he said in the chat. I don't see no link in the chat. Let's see here. Let me go on YouTube and see what it says on the chat. I don't have a YouTube video up. Oh, that's crazy. I'm not even watching my own video. I guess I don't have to watch my own video, but sometimes sometimes I put my own video just to see how I'm looking on YouTube. Let's see here. You see, you sent a link. Yeah, here's the thing. It's YouTube. I don't know if you know this, but unless it's a YouTube link, it's not gonna let you grab a link. Let me see. Or can I copy and paste since I'm on the computer? Let's see here. Yo, 17, no, you say you put a link in the chat? Yo, YouTube must have removed it. Do you see a link? Do you see that you put a link on the chat? YouTube might have removed it, G. 17 they'll say, yeah. Oh, let me read the chat from my computer. Yeah, didn't get the link, bro. Now, Miami man says you can't blame Shaq. The man's too. Oh no, I read that already. And he said, yeah, that wasn't cool at all. No, it wasn't, because he exploited the fact that, you know, he was a stepfather. His dad was a stepfather, so he wanted to follow in his dad's footsteps. Unfortunately, I keep on telling y'all boys, just because your mom was a single mother doesn't mean that you should be a single mother. Your mother might be a sweetheart, and maybe your mother is deserving enough to get a new husband, and and that could even be disputed. But guess what? I'm not even gonna go into that because that's a whole nother story in itself. And it's not my right to what's the word? To embellish on that situation. Because hey, at least she was able to keep the man who she was with, even though he was saving her life. So, this is how you look at it. But unfortunately, just because your mom ended up getting a relationship doesn't mean that you should be giving a relationship to a woman just because she's a single mother. He said, yeah, I see they probably removed it. Yeah, they definitely removed it, G. He said, talking about Kevin Hart-ish. Oh, he said, talk about the Kevin Hart-ish. Hey, by the way, if y'all ever want to send me anything, you're more than welcome to add me on Instagram, Cali West Miami. And and y'all tell me it's on IG, I'll go check my inbox, depending on what I'm doing on the show. Now, I think links work on there. Now, Miami Man said that Nanny Goat is definitely trying to silence y'all. Facts. 17 knows that not being cool. Yeah, man, she crazy. She crazy. But, yeah, man. So, but I respect Shaq as a business owner, but he definitely kissed a Nanny Goat. He probably had to, he probably had to kiss a Nanny Goat. Remember when he apologized for being a womanizer? That was him also kissing a Nanny Goat so he could be protected. 17 Mil says, "Are you on X?" Yes, sir. I'm actually tuned live on X right now. Cali West Miami. You can add me anytime, bro. I'll come right up. But yeah, you can add me on X. I don't have much of I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of viewers on X, but I don't have many followers on X. That's because I was kind of a late Twitch person. I know about Twitter. All I do about Twitter, but I was never really big on Twitter. I kind of got into Twitter after the fact. So I don't have a following on Twitter, but you can be on Twitter and I'll get a message. Or you can go hit up my wall. What else I got for you boys? It's okay, hour 38. Okay. Okay. I'm just shooting at the hip real quick, y'all. Oh, damn. I gotta all right, let me clear the deck. Oh, let's hear what Charleston White got to say about tricking. Is it true or not?
Oh, do you care about that bald spot?
No.
Nigga, cut your bullshit off. I ain't gotta cut my hair, nigga. They don't give a damn about that bald spot. They care if you got money. Money. Nigga don't give a damn about nothing else. Them broke nigga be handsome in a motherfucker with them every week haircuts, nigga. Yeah, nigga. She even rub that bald spot, nigga, when you suck her pussy. She don't give a damn about that bald spot, nigga. You niggas care about my bald spot more than the hoes do. Yeah, you niggas act like y'all got a crush on a nigga always talking about that bald spot. But you can't get no money. You ain't no money getting nigga. I'm a nigga that y'all been watching me, especially this Facebook shit. Nigga 4 Nipsey died. Make the money kinda go. Hello? Don't worry about the haircut. Keep getting the money. Keep getting the money. Fuck the head. Yeah, they'll fuck a nigga with no head on his shoulders if he got some money in his hands. Yeah. All the niggas at the barber shop broke. Go ball. Do you care about that bald spot?
No.
Nigga, all you nigga with them waves in the head, nigga. With them ugly bitches, nigga. Fucking you nigga don't give a damn about no bald spot, nigga. Yeah, nigga, she looking at all the goddamn money. She don't see no motherfucking bald spot. And I'm charming, nigga. Yeah, and I know poetry. And I used to read Danielle Steele love novels, so I can talk love talk. Nigga, yeah, I don't give a damn about no mama ball part. Nigga, you bitch ass nigga sitting over there acting like nigga your grandmama homegirl when she used to talk about Deacon Shoes. Look at Deacon Shoes. Girl.
Yo, he ain't lying.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
He ain't lying. Shit. Get your little bread. You gonna get you that boom boom for sure. My name is Him Off the Bed. Great show. Good night, fellas. Salute. Catch you on the replay, G. Shout out to Miami, man. I appreciate you, G. I'm gonna have to come through and holler at you, boy. Yeah, man. Shit crazy. Now, you know, this is a skit, but we all know skits are based off of real life. Check it.
First of all, you were wrong. You were wrong for doing that, and you know you shouldn't have done it. And you truly hurt my feelings. All I'm asking for is an apology. That's it.
But at the same time, if you would just tell me that I'm wrong at the time of the situation, we wouldn't be in this predicament right now.
I can't tell you that you're wrong in that moment because all you're going to do is get upset. You've done it plenty of times.
My thing is, you don't know me like that. You don't know how I think. You can't just be assuming that I'm going to do that because that happened last time. That's not fair. I don't like that. You need to stop that.
You literally be doing the same shit to me. And in that situation, I'm going to apologize if I'm wrong.
I just feel like you don't love me because every time we go through this, you just be acting crazy. You be yelling at me. You be raising your voice at me. And it just makes me so emotional. Like, I don't like that.
You still ain't say sorry.
Maybe I could cook you some food. You want some poker beans and hot dogs, baby?
I literally just want you to take accountability.
Oh my God. If you hate me, just say that. Damn. Get your ass. Babe? You want some head?
I apologize. I mean, I can use a piece of head.
Nope. I ain't got it right
now. Sheesh.
It's an evil world we live in.
They will use sex as a treat or as a weapon. For real, for real. Man, I would have went out and just be gone for hours. Even if I didn't even go get me some other pussy, even though I'm probably getting some other pussy, but I'll make you for sure. You're at least gonna wonder if I got some other motherfucking pussy.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Whew. Boy. I'm telling you, one thing about relationships is that one thing I know about relationships, I ain't missing out on a goddamn thing. Shit. I could have a new relationship every other night or every night if I had the energy. Shit. Let's be real. This is exactly how shit be nowadays.
That's you?
How you know me?
We used to fuck back in the day.
Yeah, shit.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Cause that bitch try to play that nigga like that she didn't know who the fuck that was. You feel me? Let me try to front. He done seen your ass. He done been with you biblically. In a biblical sense.
If another man could get next to your old lady, he ain't the problem. She is. The fact that he feel comfortable enough to rotate in her universe like you don't exist just reflects how bad she disrespect you when she ain't in your face. See, a lot of guys like to crash out when they think the next man trying to step on their toes and get with their lady instead of looking at what the actual factuals is. She ain't respecting your relationship. You ain't him. And the reason why she's stepping out because she figured that you a doormat that could get stepped on. So instead of you crashing out about the situation, use your Chevrolets and get on up the road, like my grandma used to say. Shove one foot in front and lay the other one behind you and show her tail lights and tailpipes.
Yo, he ain't telling no lie. He ain't telling no lie, bro. Shit is for real crazy. Here we go.
Let's see what's going on. It's the real hustle. I put in the work. I deserve this. I do this all by myself. All right, how many times I called and I'm like, hey, bro, how you do this? What they say? Oh, man, you just got to figure it out. You just got to figure I figured this shit out. Nigga, I figured it out. So all we got to do is put the other one. You got to put the other one in, bro. Damn. Snatch this bitch on myself. That's crazy. Dang, bro, you could really do anything you put your mind to. I just took an engine out of a car. All by myself. It's crazy, man. Let me call my mommy. Where's my phone?
Shout out to bro. In life, man, sometimes you gotta figure it out, bro. You feel me? Sometimes you gotta figure it out. I know I have. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Man, most times when I'm working on my whip, I'm doing that shit by my damn self. You know what I'm saying? No crew member, no homie, you know what I'm saying? Nobody, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, Lion will come through and help me out. You know what I'm saying? He came through in about 3 weeks ago when I was in a little bit of a bend, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get my head on over something. But for the most part, I be doing that shit with my damn self. And that's how it be in life. Y'all gotta, push forward and keep on trucking and figure it out. I didn't even really mean to play that. It's really for my car channel, but we can still continue. Let's see what Cody Holcomb got to say.
Yes, especially when they realize I'm not going to be what they want me to be. I was with this girl, and it hurt when she left because I liked her a lot. But when she realized I was not going to stop messing with the other 3 girls that were ahead of her
ahead
on the chart, she wasn't number 1. She was number 4. But I explained to her how blessed she was to have that slot.
Right.
I actually got her a computer.
That's top 5.
I was like, I don't buy people computers. Don't cost $200.
That's true. I was about to say that.
And when she really started messing with me, I knew she realized I wasn't going to get me in because she was attractive and she knew I liked her. But I tell people all the time, it don't matter how good you look. I'm not going to bend these rules. I have a group of women that I feel like are on the team and they know about each other.
That's the best way to do it. Yo, man, honesty is truly the best policy, man. When it comes to women, that is. When it comes to women, hey, man, it's almost better to be honest. Because then you don't want to be caught up in a lie. Because then you're going to be considered a fraud. And then they're gonna feel some type of way. Women, it's crazy that what's ironic is women are very manipulative and they lie to men. But guess what? The moment they find out that you lie to them, for some reason they don't look at you the same, which is crazy, right? Yet women claim that they want equality. Okay, what I got for y'all. We got about a good 10 minutes. Now, check out this old man. He's not letting sexual desire be the master of him. Why this chick does this thirst trap. Check it. Like, this chick decided she's gonna thirst trap this old man. And I like how this old man played it. So salute to Grandpa right here. Where you at, Gramps? I seen that titty. Where'd that titty go? Oh, here we go.
What's up? Good morning.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Baby had more kicks than Duncan Hines, but she had to show all that ass. I ain't gonna lie. She was very shapely. But that man was not even thinking about taking her down. She got a She got what you call a bodacious body, bro. Damn. She was really trying to get his attention and did not. So salute to Gramps, yo. Plus, I think at that age, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a man. I still would enjoy that view. But he's at work, you know. At his age, he's probably like, what are you gonna do? Pull out, you know, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Beat off in front of her right there. I mean, I guess he could put it in his bank bag, but he done seen so many good looking women in his life. His spank bank's probably overloaded. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So yeah, ain't no point of giving her, you know, ain't no point of gawking at her if you're not gonna do nothing. Like for example, as much as I'm a horn dog, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a horn dog, but the only time I'm a horn dog for a woman is when she lets me know that, you know, bedroom fun is going down. You dig? Other than that, I don't be getting excited. 17th said them cheeks was nice, yo. And it helps that she had those in the booty cheeks. You know what I'm saying? She had the in the booties that she had the separated booty cheek pants. Look. Like I remember those pants came out in 2000. I think they came out in 2021, right? The reason why I know they came out in 2021 is because my ex came over and she had some of them shits. Every girl who had somewhat of an ass made sure that they got them shits. Huh? I ain't gonna lie. My ex, she did have a nice ass, but she didn't have a fat ass. She just had a nice ass, if that makes sense. Like you know, she could wear anything because she was like 5 foot. You know, she was 5 foot. You know, athletic build, but she had a really nice ass. Not a fat ass. Like it was juicy, but you know, it wasn't really that fat. But you know, she could wear just about anything. And when she put on them little shits, that ass was looking right. 17 now said them cheeks was nice, but I ain't getting fired over her. Facts. Cheek grabbing pants. But guess what? How the fuck? But think about it. Is he really gonna get fired if he just look? As long as he don't say anything lewd or anything to her, man, how the fuck? Like, dude, that's a lawsuit. I have a right to look. Shit, she the one showing them. She the one showing them separated booty cheeks. You dig? Shit. And then she wanting the damn attention.
She won't put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Oh. Look at Ari Fletcher. Ari Fletcher shows she can make it move like water. I ain't gonna lie, she's sexy, but she is a certified prostitute, bro. I ain't gonna lie though.
She won't put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Mm-hmm. Yo, you know what's crazy? Didn't Moneybagg Yo shortly date Megan Thee Stallion? He loved him some slurs, huh? 17th says Blue Bayou Water Park. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds like definitely something in the water, boy. Definitely something in the water. For real. Okay, what else we got? I don't know what this is, but we about to play it. Damn. That fool said he got set up and they were stomping his ass out. He had to fight his way up out of there, boy. He had to fight his way up out of there, bro. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. And a matter of fact, I think Eric Jamar, he is Raz Kaz's son. If y'all from LA, y'all from the West Coast, y'all know Raz Kaz is technically a West Coast legend. You know what I'm saying? He might not move so many units, but as far as being lyrically known as being a good MC, Razkaz is definitely known. And I think that's Razkaz's son. And I forgot who his mom is. Some R&B chick. I forgot her name. But yeah, that's Razkaz's son. And I think Razkaz's son, I think he was raised in Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. Now, 17 now say who I know who Razkaz is. Hey, yeah, no doubt. Razkaz has rapped with, you know what I'm saying, some dope ass, some big known MCs in the West Coast. So no doubt. Now, JW says feminists are the females who foolishly follow in the footsteps of Eve and Jezebel. Facts. Yeah, feminism is not necessarily a new thing. It has become a new thing. It's not a new thing. It's not a new thing. Facts. 17th Minot said, he said Gulf of Mexico waves. Yeah, you know what he's talking about? He's talking about this. That's what he's talking about. Gulf of Mexico waves. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, she's sexy. I ain't gonna lie. She's sexy. She's definitely sexy. Oh shit, Christopher Downs from Facebook comes through and says Razkaz from Carson, California. Yeah, that's true. I know. That's true. But, you know what I'm saying? He did used to hang out down the street from my house in LA. But yeah, I kind of forgot that. I kind of forgot that. I don't even know if I even knew, I don't even know if I even really knew that, actually, now I think about it. It's like I kind of feel like I did, but not really. Damn, it's interesting. This from Carson. You know, not to say that Carson is necessarily not the hood either, you know. Say Carson Hawthorne area. Interesting. All that, that's way past the 90s and all that. Okay. Interesting. I know about Carson. I know about the Del Amo Mall. Do they still got South Bay Galleria? I haven't been to that side of the West Coast in a minute. Shit. I need to go back to LA. Check that out. Now, 17 the Note says feminism ain't new, but it's becoming too overpowering. Well, here's the thing. Feminism only has enough stuff. Here's the thing. Nothing. All right. The only way the stuff that really goes down with feminism is if a man allows it. And unfortunately, Donald Trump at this point is not going to let a lot of that DEI and all that stuff kind of go down. And you might even notice, even in the next election with the Democratic Party, they're not going to be putting big on all that stuff. Even though women are big voters, they're going to try to see if they could kind of get. They're going to try to see if they could kind of get conservative voters to choose them not being Democratic. So they might, the next Democratic nominee might adopt a lot of conservative talking points. So watch out for that. Christopher Sound says, yep. Del Amo Mall says Carson Mall changed his name. Damn. You know what? I forgot that was even a Carson Mall. I don't think Carson Mall was even big. Oh, he said Carson Mall, and Carson Mall changed its name. So what? It used to be South Bay Galleria, and now it's Carson, because I thought South Bay was farther than Carson. Or it, you know what? No, I take that back. There was a Carson Mall, but I don't remember it. I probably went maybe once or something. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Carson Mall not too far from Del Amo? Christopher says that the Compton swap meet is now Walmart. No, I believe it. You know what's crazy? That's ironic that I've been to the Compton swap meet, or outside of it at least once. I don't think I've actually went to the Compton swap meet, but I at least been outside of it. And what's ironic that you telling me that Compton swap meet is now Walmart. There's a big flea market, a big swap meet in Miami. It's called USAA Flea. Very big known swap meet, or they call it flea market out here. But it's ironic because they destroyed that and then made a Walmart down the street. So go figure. 17-0 says the Sims put them in position, but not overpowering us real men, though. Yo, matter of fact, I'm glad that you mentioned that 17-0. There's a simp Hey, there's a simp deficiency. There's a simp pandemic right now. Well, let me rephrase that. There's actually a shortage of simps pandemic going on actually, because not a lot of men are signing up. Things are so tight. Men don't even want to even be used. These same simps, they realize they can just pay for some poom poom and not even have to even act like a stepdaddy. Christopher Down said it's the South Bay Pavilion now. Oh, of course, right, because Westfield probably bought it or something. Christopher Down said South Bay Galleria is still out there in Torrance. Dope. You know what's so crazy? Even when I lived in California, I went to South Bay. I can count on my hands how many times I went to South Bay Galleria. Even though, look, for what it's worth, I always liked South Bay Galleria. I thought it was a nice inside mall, and I thought they had some pretty decent stores. But it was so out the way because I live in LA. I still remember that me and my homeboy took the bus over there, and then the last time me and my homeboys, we all took the bus one time to go there, and we took the bus back to LA, and we had fun going there, right? But you know what's actually ironic? I think the next time I went to South Bay Galleria, I was like driving. I had a car and I got to South Bay. But even after that, I didn't go too much because I guess I started going to the Lama Mall because I ended up getting a job at the Lama Mall. So, I was in there a lot and I was fucking this chickens at the Lama Mall. So, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm saying that little chick I was smashing at the job, I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? I kind of know that she was a little hot toddy, but there's a possibility that she might have had my fucking baby, bro. Because I know my fucking ass was like 1920. Shit. I think that was the first girl that I should take that back. That might have been maybe the first or second chick that I had raw sex with. Well, yeah, that was the first chick who told me to do it to her raw. And me and her, we ain't never used the condom. I think maybe we want to use the condom one time because I was scared to get girls pregnant. But man, shit, we were not using no rubber, bro. And it didn't help the fact that we worked together. So it was like after work, after work, bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes between the week, bang, bang, bang. No rubber. I still remember when we used to do it across the street from Carson High. Remember Christopher Downs? Carson, they have two Carson Highs, right? I know there's two Carson High schools, but I remember me and her used to smash in the parking lot of Carson High because the school parking lot, because it was in a neighborhood, I guess the parking lot for the kids was technically across the street from the school. So and it was kind of like, there was no gate around or anything like that. You could just literally just park over there. So shit, we used to go park over there at night, and you know what I'm saying? I used to dick her down in both my cars. I had a Volkswagen Bug and I had a Honda Civic. And I used to dick her down proper. And and I still remember we got caught fucking at her house one time by her stepmother, and she told her daddy, and her daddy was a cop. Anyway, I went down a deep path. Think about South Bay and Torrance Mall. The memories, bro. It's all about the memories, It's all about the memories. So salute to California, the West Coast, Carson, Torrance area. Big up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I miss y'all. 17th says the simp pandemic put them in position, but it's becoming very simple to simp these days. So these hoes' power is diminishing. Facts. Further comes through, it says Kelly West. Oh, salute, G. Thanks for checking in, G. Come on over to the YouTube side, bruh. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, my G. Since said I had a few that I went Monday Night Raw in, and they was the ones who wanted it like that. A couple of them tried to pin babies on me. That's real. And you know what's so crazy? If we had to talk about it, I don't think I got her knocked up only because of the fact that I never nutted in her. But, you know what I'm saying? I guess because, just because you don't necessarily nut in the chick doesn't mean that she can't get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because, I don't even know if my plug game was even that good back then. I don't recall. But I know she got pregnant, though. And I remember her sister had told me one time she had seen me in traffic in my Honda. And I remember her sister pulled up to me and was like, oh, girl, she was like, my sister having a baby. But here's the thing. I just kind of took it as they were just telling me, oh, she was just having a baby. But I think maybe she was telling me that because maybe she was trying to hit that like ninja, like, you know what I'm saying? And this is my, I ain't gonna say no names. I almost said it. You know what I'm saying? Might have had your baby, but she ain't never hit me up as a daddy. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I figured I was off the hook. You dig? But people wasn't doing paternity tests back then. You know what I'm saying? There's a possibility. Shit, there's a possibility that could have been my little one. But I ain't never seen a kid, and I ain't never seen my ex, even though I did speak to her after she had a kid. But she ain't no motherfucker telling. You know what I'm saying? That could have been my little kid, and I don't even damn know because like I said, I ain't seen that chick in over 20 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? That could have been straight up my kid and didn't even fucking know. Fucking crazy, bro. But anyway, like I said, she was low-key a little 304. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, hey, father, look, mother's baby, father's maybe. Now, what else I got for y'all? Oh, remember we talked about Donald Trump or we talked about the Section 8 stuff? I did want to share this. Where's it at? Oh, before I go any further, 17 says one was 2 months pregnant when we started smashing, and I did the math, and the other one changed some, and her mama made me buy a paternity test, and it came out negative. Woo! Salute, G. Salute. And you're lucky. I had a chick try to put me on child support, bruh. Yes, I had a chick trying to put me on child support.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Bruh, when I got that letter from the state,
emotional damage.
I was like, ah, shit. Now, I ain't gonna front, no cap. Like the chick who I was fucking with, the bitch was a dumbass bitch, and she was getting a lot of trouble. So no lie, I was just kind of like, well, I kind of figured, okay. And here's the thing, I was a little ignorant back then, but I kind of figured, I was like, well, shit. If first gonna show that I did have to, pay for child support, I was like, I'll just fight the bitch for the kid. You know what I mean? And somehow maybe try to get a kid or something from her, because the bitch was a real reckless ass bitch. So, I mean, there was a possibility that I could have got, I could have got custody of the child anyway. So I was like, okay, I guess it could be a win-win-win because, this bitch, But mind you, I was afraid, but I wasn't too afraid. Why? Because your boy Cali West, man, he's proactive, not reactive. I had already got the pregnancy test or paternity test. Oh yeah, I know you said pregnancy test. But I'm talking about paternity test. I made the baby, or I swabbed the baby myself, and swabbed myself, and made sure that that kid wasn't even mine anyway. But I ain't no cap. It was one of those little $100, $200 biology, paternity test things. So I wasn't sure if it was gonna work or not. But when the state checked, they'll call me like a week or two later, and was like, "Yo, the lady was like, the social worker was like, the kid ain't yours," and I was like, "What'd I say?" Let's see here.
Let's go gambling. Oh yeah.
JJ says, "You missed my last comment." What'd you say, bro? What'd I miss? Oh, I didn't say this. Oh, I didn't. Okay, Jesus says it's going to be more females than males in eternal hell. There's more women than men, and there's a higher percentage of evil women than men. I agree. I agree. Let's see here. First Lady Kendall Sparkle says she can be, but a man is going to be a man regardless. Oh, so I guess you're probably referring to the whole Ciara bit. She says, and I quote, she can, but a man is going to be a man regardless, and a woman is going to be a woman. Love to the mods and the people. I appreciate that. Well, I'll agree to disagree with you. I mean, I guess, well, the truth is, anyone could give up and can advise anyone, but I truly believe it's unsolicited advice. Jim Jones is her senior. He's older than her. If anything, he could give her some wisdom, not the other way around. Just because she got married to a simp doesn't mean that, you know, she was going with God, because she tried to act like she was godly. They didn't even have sex until they got married. And you know what she did? Made a video exposing her booty cheeks. Now, First Lady Kendall Sparkle says, "Happy Father's Day. Love y'all. I appreciate you. You're so sweet." 17th and 0 says, "Kelly, West Miami. I know you breathe a sigh of relief." Whew. Shit, you damn sticky. Because, yo, man, shit, you should have felt the heat that was coming from that court. Yep. So I have a little bit of experience with the family court. It might have been a brief history, but a brief conversation. But shit, I was feeling like Public Enemy. Who said, I got a letter from the fraternity. Well, no, I got a letter from the court the other day. I opened, I read it, and said they were suckers. Ciara, the twerk goddess. Facts. This girl, all she like to do is just expose her butt. Like, someone tell me, what was her last hit song? What was the last hit song? I know she went on tour, but what was her last hit song? 17 says, First Lady Kendall Sparkles, thank you. We appreciate you. Let's see here. Since y'all still tuning in, I'm still going to give y'all a little bit. And after that, I ain't going to lie, I'm going to probably wind down myself. Okay, let's see what this sister got to say. Oh, I already played that before. Oh, check out this old man. You know what they say? What's easy to get in, what's hard to get out? Trouble, trouble, trouble. But what if you already gotten in so much trouble, you don't even give a fuck anymore? Check this out.
Think you deserve parole?
Hey, if you're going to give it to me, give it to me. If not, I could go back. I'm not here to debate with y'all or nothing. If you're going to grant me parole, grant it to me. If you're not going to grant it to me, I got 5 months to go. As simple as that.
Well, Mr. Edwards, you make it very difficult to even consider you for parole.
I'm just being straight up. If you're going to grant it to me, grant it to me. If not, I'll go back and I'll finish my time.
Yo. Yo. In essence, what Graham essentially said was, he said,
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Dude, his life is practically done. He don't give a fuck, bruh. He don't give a shit at all. And this social worker really want him to beg. I wonder why.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
This is a sick Negro.
Like, why is she trying to get him to plead? Like, to go get out and parole. And he's under two. One thing that sucks about parole is like, yeah, it's like, okay, you're not in jail. But in parole is essentially jail. It's like, parole essentially is like, parole is like if someone gave you a lollipop or a nice, I don't know, cherry popsicle, right? And it's a hot day, but you know this popsicle is gonna cool you off, right? And you know it's gonna be refreshing. But it has a plastic wrapper on it, and you can't even drink the pause. You can't even like open it and like get like, you know, the melted popsicle. You just got the plastic wrapper. You can feel the substance in there just moving around, but you can't have it. And you're thirsty, you know, you want some, you know, you want a nice ice cold, you know, popsicle, but you can't have it. That's essentially what being on parole is, bro. It's like, you know, we all know that, you know, condom sex could be fun, but it's not as good as raw sex, right? So it's essentially the same thing. It's like you're free, but then you're not really free because you still have to follow the rules of your parole, right? Now, 17 say, he said, since he told her, bitch, y'all do what you gotta do, right? 17 say, what he gonna do when he gets out? Exactly. Live in a halfway house and die in there. You feel me? Damn, like, you know, I mean, I'm sure he did, you know, I'm sure, you know, I know he paid his debt to society, but, you know, what rehabilitation is he going to do? 17 said he would be jobless, homeless, and inexpensive, and he'll be right back behind the wall. Right. So at this point, he ain't even, look, at this point, he already done missed his chance. Yo, I could honestly even argue that, let's just say you went to jail and you was like 21, and let's just say they gave you a 20-year bid. You technically still, I mean, you know, yeah, you kind of got it in your 40s, but I don't know if you picked up some carpenter skills in jail or some type of little trading skill in jail, you can technically come out and still do something with the rest of your life. Now, people have done it, but when you get out at 80, what the fuck you gonna do, man? You probably have all types of medical conditions. You probably not even be able to walk straight. You probably wouldn't even be able to be a Walmart greeter. You know what I'm saying? Because what was it that time you had a job history? Punching license plates in the jail. So yeah, man. At this point, he might have had to punch a guard so he could stay in there longer, so he could get that free food and that, you know, 3 hots in the cot. For real. For real. Let's see here. Yo, real talk. I think I just about went through just about everything. Yeah, I think I went through just about everything. I believe so. What's this?
You accept Ariana as your daughter?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
She could be a dinosaur. That's my child.
Accept Ariana as your daughter?
Yeah, I do. She could be a dinosaur, whatever. That's my child.
Okay, before we get to that, I do want to read everybody's chat. 17 says Ciara's last hit was telling Jim Jones he needs to marry Christy. Oh shit. Well, goddamn. Yo. Hey. All facts, bruh.
Emotional damage.
Hey, that's real, bruh. Damn. You got it for that one. Now, here's another indoctrination in the Black community. Check it.
You accept Ariana as your daughter?
Yeah, I do. She could be a dinosaur, whatever. That's my child. That's mine. Yeah, I do.
Can you tell her that?
I done did it already. I accept it.
So you acknowledge me as your daughter, not
Yes.
your son.
Yes. Yes,
you have
I do.
2 daughters.
Yes,
not
I do.
1, 2.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the first time you're hearing this?
Yeah. According to my mother, you're still acknowledging me as your son. So, I mean, I don't know what you do behind my back, but why you saying this to my face?
When he says
I'm not going to say I do, and I'm not going to say I don't. As we sit right here, he said he acknowledges it, so I'm not going to call him a liar. I'm not going to say No, you don't. Like, he said what he said. Stand on it. No. As we said.
Yo, man, yo, Dad, let's just give it a buck. Dad is not comfortable, bro. Dad, he didn't really want to admit that shit to the stage, bro. Poor Dad.
Emotional damage.
I know Dad right now. Pops out here like, you know, he like,
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
but you know, he need that money, right? He, you know, he been locked up, you know what I'm saying, for a while. So he needed that check, so he had to go on this damn show. But that being said, he's uncomfortable with even saying that that's a woman, bro. And guess what? Rightfully so, bro. Rightfully so. Because you already know. Do y'all? I know y'all already know, right? It's coming. It's coming.
Nigga, my nigga. You think it's a game? Suck my dick. My nigga. Nigga. Here we go again.
Yo, that shit is. Yo, that shit is insane, bro. 17 said that's awful, bro. That would be a nightmare. He says, Dad down bad. I would be a sad dad. Yeah, he looks sad. And you know what's sad? You heard what he said too. He said, my mom says that you still say I'm your son. That bitch of a mother. You fucking made this woman, you made this man, you made this man into this. Why? Because you chose to probably keep that man away from his son, and you coddled him, and you had him around a bunch of women all his life. That is, terrible, man. So sad, bro. So sad. I feel bad for Buddy, bro. I feel bad.
Wow. The land of make-believe.
Yo, I don't give a fuck. Look, me and my son would just have to separate our relationship. Because, there's nothing I could do for them. So let me guess. Oh, because the kid is mine or the kid's my son. If it was really my son, we would have had access to raising him. At least if I did something wrong and I failed him as a son, I could maybe accept, maybe that. But if I had no hand and no say in how he was raised and he ends up like that, I just gotta let that go. Shit, I don't have a son. Shit, make a new son. Hey, shit is real, man. Shit, you end up accepting your alternative son and they end up not like you, like Brad Pitt's kids. So sometimes you can do the right thing or the so-called professed right thing, in their eyes, and still end up being a deadbeat. But guess what? Might as well just cut them off at the ankles when they do some bullshit. Just because your child's a child, and just because you love your child, look, you can love someone from afar, right? You can love someone from afar. Said wifey build. Yo. Yes, CGA. Men really truly love hoes. Because shouldn't wifey be wearing some like wifey type of wood material, not prostituted material? 17 says, I built fab for a Playboy too. He said, me and my son will have a long distance relationship. Hey, essentially. Hey, some people, hey, shit, like Kirk Franklin. His daddy lived around the corner from him for all his life, well, most of his life before he blew up. And didn't even know until he had his grandchildren his damn self. Can you imagine that? Kirk Franklin himself probably had grandchildren himself. And just found out about his dad recently, his real dad. That is so sad, bro. That's fucked up, bro. For real.
Emotional damage.
For real. Damn, do I got anything else? I think I just about cleared the deck. Let me see here. Let's see if I cleared everything. I don't know what this is, but I'm about to play it.
For the horse, you ain't gonna never want to go back to scrap, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
She lying. Y'all know she lying. Listen, I know so many broken-hearted horses. I know so many horsewood haters out here. Listen, mess around and be a horse with no motion. They gonna eat shrimp gumbo all weekend. See, hey.
Damn.
It be them broken-hearted horses that be in the police blotter. Domestic battery, domestic violence. You know what I mean? Kidnapping. Man breaks in the house and whole ex-girlfriend at his will. Because listen, them horses get let down. And what I'm saying is that people big them up. Oh man, that horse, that big wood. In his head, he think he's superior to the shrimp. And then he mess around and ain't got no motion, and the shrimp got all the motion. And they eating shrimp gumbo. Now he heartbroken. He thought it was all in the wood. But it's all about motion too. It's all about swag too. Man, in this world, right, in this economy, a providing shrimp is gonna beat out a broke horse any day. You know what I mean? You got to back that horse up with some motion. You know what I mean? So in this world, if you ain't backing that horse up with no motion, hateful horses. They in shrimp land. This message is coming from the horse's mouth.
Oh, shit. Hey, see? You know what I'm saying? Yo, pause. But I can relate to you. I can relate. Simpson said I would love him enough to stay my distance so I wouldn't let him know about how I felt about his community. Man, look, at this point, sometimes I feel like I truly believe that if you love your kid enough, you just tell him the truth. Like, hey, I gotta be like, son, I love you, but hey, I ain't with, like, I love you, but I don't condone this business. Hey, nothing's wrong with letting your child know that you're let down. Like, yeah, I raised you to like girls. Like, why do you like dudes? I mean, he can do whatever he wants, but he has to accept, he's gonna have to accept my not understanding as well. And I'm not have to hate him or nothing like that. Just don't be coming over here looking like that. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? 17 said, I'll let him know, but then leave him alone. Hey, you know, until he gets delivered, it is what it is. It be like that.
Emotional damage.
But I ain't gonna cap, y'all. I'm getting a little tired, and y'all been some great viewers. Once again, y'all, it's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you're feeling this shit, I will be back tomorrow. I appreciate you. Peace.